What's up, everybody? I'm Taz, and this is Taz Talks. Since this is the first video, I'll tell you a little bit about myself, my struggles that I've had within my life, my family, and our background. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, stick around for the next episode, and who knows what it'll be about, because I've had many of things that I can talk about happen to me, many of things that I know, interest of mine. Who knows, we may go down what's inside Area 51. You never know. UFOs, aliens, you never know what's going to happen with Taz Talks. First, I'd like to get a little bit about my family out the way. I was raised by a single mother. I have two siblings on her side, an older sister and an older brother. On my dad's side of the family, I have 5 siblings and a stepbrother. I have 2 older brothers, an older sister, and 2 younger sisters. I'm 32 years old. I have cystic fibrosis. So there will be stories about that on the show as well. But I struggle with some big mental health issues, and I will be talking more about those and my cystic fibrosis in a later episode that's focused on mainly just me. See, we lived mostly near my grandparents on my mom's side majority of my childhood. My earlier days wasn't easy for a baby. I was sick off and on, and my mom wasn't sure as to why. Now, this was before she found out that I had cystic fibrosis. I was diagnosed around 3 months old. My mom spent many sleepless nights in the hospital with me. You notice I said my mom. My dad was around then. He was around for about the first 6 months of my life because him and my mom were together. But he was never really in the hospital with her, because he would rather be out drinking, partying, or cheating on my mom. Yes, I know all the family history, guys. My mom's side didn't lie to me. My dad's side avoided me. Except for one older brother. We'll get to him. I'm not gonna say my dad wasn't there in the beginning, because he was, but he, like I said, he was always drinking or cheating on my mom. My mom left my dad when I was about 6 months old. Four to 6 months old. He was abusive towards her and my other siblings on her side. Don't get me wrong, he was abusive towards my siblings on his side as well, but they lived with their mother in another town and only seen him on the weekends, which was about to be my life story. He should have had me on the weekends. From a baby to the time I was decided I didn't go. He should have had me, but he only had me a handful of times on the weekends, guys. I remember. And they were always because he wanted to celebrate and showboat something. I'll get to that stuff. And how he is even more in my next paragraph. But guys, I don't want this all to be just a sob story about my family or something. Drop in the comments what you guys like to do. Give me topics to talk about on the talk show. Because Taz Productions has many ideas, from Taz Talks to legit podcast. There's no end in sight for Taz Productions in my eyes. Or in Mrs. Taz's eyes. She's in the other room sleeping right now. She don't feel good, so I'm letting her nap. Back to what I was saying though, guys. But yeah, drop in the comments what you like to do. And tell me where you're currently watching from, what state, what continent, where you located, where in the world are you at? I'm located in Oklahoma, the U.S. For those of you that don't know where Oklahoma is. It's a little bitty ass state. It looks bigger than it is on the map. I never Googled how long it is to drive across the state of Oklahoma though. Has me wondering now. I'll do that here in a little bit. Now, he is still my dad and I love him. Sorry if that was too close to the mic, y'all. I'll turn it down a little bit. Maybe that'll help. He is still my dad and I love him. But him and I haven't had the best relationship since I was a kid. This might piss my siblings off on his side of the family if they see this, but I don't give a damn. And if it does, Tim, you're the only one I'm sorry to. You're the only one that's shown up. We'll get to you. I spent a lot of time in and out of the hospital when I was younger because of my cystic fibrosis. And he never once bothered to come and see me while I was in there. He makes up some BS excuse not to come. He's been that way my whole life. Because he always would rather drink or something else with his friends on the weekend. Shoot bows, go deer hunting. Anything that wasn't being a father he wanted to do. That's fine. My mom at some point found a wonderful man that entered my life and made me look at stuff a little differently. Even though it didn't stop me from going down the path I went. He was more of a dad than my own father was. Still is. I see him every weekend. Him and my mom live apart because he lives in Tulsa and he works a lot. And my mom's disabled and lives about 30 minutes northwest of Tulsa. You guys will find out a little bit closer to where I live later because there will be vlogs and stuff coming to Taz Productions. My oldest brother Tim would have to make him come to the hospital to see me, or my younger sister Lily would have to make him to come by my apartment when he was in the same town just for 5 minutes to see me after I had a major surgery and almost died. That's the thing here. Dad, Billy, William, almost died and you didn't even care. You just left. Oh, tell my wife, oh, I gotta go have lunch with my sister. Don't worry about my kid in surgery. That's fucked up. You're a piece of shit and a deadbeat dad. Everything my wife said to you is true. That's why this is gonna piss my siblings off, because she was right. You were nothing but a deadbeat. So, we haven't had the best relationship. But I still do love you though. But I just don't want to talk to you or see you. Remember that threat you made to me at 18 that you would put hands on me? If I ever see you again, it's going to be hands on sight for the disrespect you showed my wife. Your disrespect towards women is wrong, man. I don't see how my stepmother stayed with you so long. Kelly, you're retarded. No offense. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. You're not the brightest crown in the box. You should have left him years ago. But instead you were happy because you broke up at home. My mom didn't want him anyways. I don't want him in my life either. So you ain't gotta worry about that. Selfish bitch. There's some disrespect towards your wife, William. Something I've always wanted to call her right there. The major surgery and almost dying, though, is a story for another time. See, from the time I was in pre-K to about 5th grade, I had to do breathing treatments and take my Creon at school for lunch. Now, my Creon is to help me digest my food properly. Because with my cystic fibrosis, I don't digest food properly. It has to do with my lungs, my digestive system. Anything inside here, CF can affect. Other kids in school didn't know why I had to do that stuff. They just made fun of me for it. So I don't support bullies. I was bullied. And one second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. My insurance company was calling. Other kids just made fun of me for it. And I don't support bullies because of that. I wouldn't support bullies even if it wasn't for that. I know what bullies can do, and I know how they are. Bullies are part of the reason the suicide rate is so high. By the way, it's May. Happy Mental Health Awareness Month. Stop bullying people, kids. It's not cool. At all. I still had a few good friends, but it seems like every other month I was in the hospital for some reason related to my CF. And that's no fun, to grow up like that. Then in the 3rd or 4th grade, my kidneys started to shut down due to an IV antibiotic called tobramycin. See, sorry if that wasn't clear enough. I said, see, that antibiotic fucked me up. I won't take anything with the name mycin in it anymore. Colimycin, tobramycin, it don't matter. I will not take it. Once they figured out what was going on, I was life-flighted from St. John's Medical Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma, to Oklahoma City Children's Hospital in Oklahoma City. For dialysis. I was in the 3rd or 4th grade and I was having to go through dialysis. Guys, all because these meds are supposed to make you better. Some of them really mess you up. I've been there. We'll get more into that. We'll dig more into who Taz is too. And more of those stories. While in Oklahoma City, I got to go to this place called the 8-Man End Zone. It was a huge playroom with a big TV on the wall. Sorry to you headphones listeners if that was loud. It was a big playroom with a big TV on the wall. While in there, I got to talk to Troy Aikman himself via satellite for about 20 minutes. That was pretty cool. My nephew was in there with me. That was pretty cool to talk to Troy Aikman, the former quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I'm not a Cowboys fan, but my mom's boyfriend is a huge Cowboys fan. As y'all can tell, I'm not a Cowboys fan. Ravens. Sports, man, let's talk them for a minute. Who all's a basketball fan? Did y'all see the Thunder sweep the Lakers 4-0 in the series of the semifinals? Way to go, Thunder. Let's bring home another championship. Let's do a 2-peat. And then a 3-peat that Patrick Mahomes couldn't even do. Sorry to all you Chiefs fans out there. I like the Chiefs too, but I like the Ravens way more. And I'm a diehard Ravens fan. I can't really sit there and say I'm that big of a Chiefs fan. I'm more of a players fan. They traded Isaiah Pacheco this season. And Trent McDuffie. They're blowing their team up before the season even starts. They're having to cut talent that's good because they pay Patrick Mahomes way too much. Anyways, not football. Not now. Sorry, guys. One day when I was down there for dialysis, I was sleeping. Bob Stoops and the Oklahoma Sooners was down there. My mom walked right past him in the hallway, said hi to him and everything. I got the picture. Give me 1 second. Here's the picture of me and Bob Stoops. Let me go put that back. Okay. They were taking pictures with patients and signing posters. See, I lost the poster that they signed for me because of all the houses we've had to move into throughout the years. Let me wipe my whistle a little bit. That was a cool moment, even though I was sleeping. I'm glad that that was shared with me. Now see, here's where we get into where this could be dissing my family again. I'm not dissing my family. I'm speaking from my point of view, on my platform, on my show. That's all I'm doing, guys. I'm gonna be raw and honest with you guys about everything. Once I got to Oklahoma City, some of my family didn't come up and see me, and some did. See, my sister didn't have a license at the time and was driving without one up to Oklahoma City. So her, my brother, and even their friends could come up and see me. But my dad's side of the family, nobody showed up. Once I got to Oklahoma City, nobody showed up from his side of the family to come and see me at all. That hurts. I remember that. I remember everything, guys. So, while y'all act like he's so perfect, I'm gonna keep it raw and honest with you. Your dad's a piece of shit, Tim. And you of all people should understand that. He was abusive to all of us. I remember times I couldn't sit down because I had whelps from his belt. All because I did something wrong. No, Darwin done something wrong and Kelly just put it on me. It's alright. Now, after therapy and dealing with it and my wife being here to help me through all the stuff I've went through in the last 10 years to get over it. Once I started getting sober in 2021 is when it all really hit me like a hurricane. That's when things really got rough for us. Like I said, stories about me for another day. But just know I suffer from some major health diagnoses too, like I said earlier in the video. My dad's side didn't show up at all after I got there, and I was dying. He prepped my siblings to lose me at an early age. So they just acted like I didn't even exist. To this day, they wonder why I don't really have much to do with them or call them. It's because where have you guys shown up for me in the times of need, like kidney failure, or I don't know. What about the cancer in 2019? That's the second surgery that I'm talking about, Billy, where you left. when they took 36 lymph nodes out of my right side because my appendix had cancer in it. Guys, that is a story for another day about the cancer. You guys didn't show up then. Wow, you were there when I woke up once, Billy, but you didn't come to see me after that. Next time you see me, my little sister had to make you stop at the apartment because you were in the town I lived in. And I honestly wish you would have just told her no. I'm better off not seeing you. You guys haven't shown up in years. That's why I don't show up or hardly talk to you guys. Tim is the only one that has shown up. I love my family, but some of them show that they just flat out don't care and hasn't for a while. If any of my family finds my YouTube channel, you guys are going to find stuff about me that will piss you off that I have hidden for my safety at that time in life, okay? While you find this stuff out, you will find stuff out that you didn't know about me, some good and some bad. That's to be expected. But Taz Talks isn't just going to be about me and my health journey. Taz Talks is going to be about what all you guys want to talk about too. Whether that's politics, games, coffee, music, life, etc. Taz Talks is about the audience. The host will talk about him when the audience wants to talk about him. There will be live shows as well. Well, guys, I'm Taz, and this is Taz Talks. And I just want to say thank you for hanging out with me for about the 30 minutes of the show. If you made it this far, leave a like. Drop a comment and tell me where you're watching from in the world. I want to get to know my audience. You guys are gonna be like family to me. You guys are family to me. So, where in the world are you watching Taz Talks from? I'm Taz, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace out, much love. Taz Productions is cutting show.